This is
Greater Boston.
Please leave your message.
Given that this number is at least activated, you have clearly received the cellular device I asked my courier to deliver to your secret location. Good. As I wrote in my accompanying letter, it is 100% secure and totally untraceable. I appreciate that you finally reached out to me. I understand why you went into hiding after the debacle, and I think you are wise to remain out of sight for as long as possible. My own current whereabouts will remain obscured for as long as it takes to fashion myself with a new identity and properly distance myself from our work. That being said, I do have a task which needs to be completed, and this task can only be completed by you. Philip, I need you to take care of Michael. He is still in the apartments above the offices. I am no longer there. In fact, I was never there, as you know. But Michael is. Michael remains. I understand this places you in considerable risk. You want to limit your exposure as much as possible. If need be, reach out to some of your familiar contacts for assistance. Once the job is satisfactorily completed, I will award you and anyone else involved quite handsomely. Text the following code phrase to this number: Portrait, Cafe, Pantone, Social, Bravo. I will then call to verify secure bank account transfers. No matter what, this job must be completed, and you must not be caught. And if you're caught, well, if you're caught, Philip, don't get caught.
Whoa, this is really something. And by something, I mean nothing. I mean, who lives out here anyway? No wonder this guy needs a truck. He probably needs a ride. Good gravy. There's no houses, mailboxes, not even the shrubbery. But this right here is the address. I guess I'll just pull over here and wait. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I hope he doesn't take too long. I hope this isn't some kind of prank. Like when those kids sent me that pizza last year. I didn't feel like pizza that night, and I didn't have any cash ready. But still, I guess it worked out because it was good pizza. And now I go there all the time. It's my favorite place for pizza. What kind of son of a gun... What kind of a son of a gun goes around knocking on trucks like that? I mean, what are you thinking? Knocking like that?
Are you him? Is this it?
Marlow. I'm Marlow, the fellow who responded to your ad.
Lots of people responded to my ad. I only corresponded with one.
Well, yeah, okay, and that's me, Marlow. You talk to a Marlow, and that's me. I am Marlow.
And this is your truck?
Well, it ain't my broomstick. Yeah, it's my truck. The one I wrote you about. It's a Ford Super Duty.
No jokes.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, that wasn't part of the ad. No jokes. You don't want jokes? You should have written that into the ad. You know? Because your ad was like really specific, like lots of information, lots of data there, which I appreciate. Don't get me wrong, but there was never nothing about no jokes.
Fine. Get out.
What for?
The ad says no questions.
Well, yeah, but you could just take it. I mean, I want to help you out if the price is right, but if you think I'm just going to blindly hand over my Ford Super Duty, you got another think coming. And yeah, that's right. I said think, as in thoughts. You got another thought coming. Lots of dum-dums out there think it's thing, like another thing coming, but that makes about as much sense as screen doors on a submarine. What kind of thing would be coming? What's a thing got to do with it anyway? That thing don't mean nothing. It could be anything. Like, how's that supposed to be menacing? It's too vague. You need specifics. Like in your ad. You're a man that gets that. Gets the importance of specifics. And I'll tell you what that other thing coming would be. A thought. As in, I'm going to change your mind. You're thinking this, but this is wrong and it's actually that. That's the other thing coming. And now it's here. See? Here it is. You gotta rethink it. See? See what I mean?
Take the keys. I need to inspect to make sure the truck is as described.
Huh, hell, why didn't you say so? See, just like I described. I got 2 vehicles, both Fords. The other one's a Ford Taurus.
No cause. Truck.
Yeah, of course. I'm just making small talk is all. I like Fords. Good American company. That's clearly important to you. You've got a good head on your shoulders. I can tell. Specific. Like Ford. Like trucks. Like Ford trucks. The Super Duty is a real beaut. Lives up to a name. I call her Bertha, by the way. I had a lunch lady named that when I was in middle school. It always stuck.
No names.
What?
Truck must not have names.
Well, but it's my truck. I can name her Bertha if I want to name her Bertha. And that's another thing you didn't say in your ad. Nope, no sir. You can't cry foul if you didn't specify. Remember that. It's got to be in the ad. You know? So what do you think? Will it work?
It will do. You will drive me to 2 stops. After the first stop, you will park in the most convenient parking space, and I will go inside an establishment to make some purchases. After these purchases, I will load the parcels in the back of the truck. You will then drive me to another location. I will then get out and deliver these parcels to where they need to go. Then you will bring me back here, and I will pay you the price discussed in the ad. Our business will be completed. You will not ask further questions. You will not attempt to engage in any small talk. You will refrain from assigning your car, a motorized object, a gender. You will not give it a name. And you will not tell any more jokes. Do you agree to these terms?
Well, yeah, sure.
Here is the first address. Drive.
A Stop and Shop? He really did need me to help him get groceries. What a peculiar fella this turned out to be. No small talk. Who wants to just sit in complete silence? What's wrong with a little company, huh? What, he doesn't even want me to turn on the radio? I mean, what kind of nutter is this fella anyway? Why all the secrecy just for a trip to the market? Hasn't this guy ever heard of Peapod? Huh. Maybe I should tell him about Peapod. Now, would that be considered a question? Would it be considered small talk? Who knows with this nutter? I best just shut my mouth and do the driving, I suppose. I can't believe he doesn't...
The next location.
Yeah, okay. Hey, so there's this service. It's called Peapod. They deliver groceries. I'm not asking if you heard of it. And it ain't small talk. It's big talk. Yeah, well, I mean, it seems like it could be useful.
Drive.
Yeah, okay. What the hell is this nonsense? What is this, a bank? This guy sending food up a tube? What is this? This is crazy talk. What's that? Huh. Well, there's a tube on the ground over there. I wonder if I should...
What was that?
No questions, remember?
No questions for you.
Huh. Well, I just don't think that's fair. Nope, not fair in the slightest.
The ad was placed for you, so no questions for you.
Well, if I can't ask questions, then I don't think you should be able to either. It's just a fair system that way. That's what it is. You know?
Drive.
Yeah, okay.
That was an adequate experience. If the need should arrive and the timing works out, there is a distant possibility I may ask to utilize this truck again. Your payment. This is a good truck.
Wow, that's a... I mean, of course she's a good truck. Of course she is. Aren't you, baby? Yeah, that's the nicest thing anyone has ever said to you, isn't it, baby? Let's go home. I got a feeling we'll be seeing that funny gentleman again.
Greater Boston is written and produced by Alexander Danner and Jeff Van Dreason. In order of appearance, this episode featured Mike Linden as Oliver West, Mike Linden as Marlow, and Mike Linden as Guy. Charlie on the MTA is recorded by Emily Petersen and Dirk Tiede. And we're excited to announce a brand new audio drama written by our own James Oliva and produced by me, Alexander Danner. What's the Frequency is an experimental psychedelic noir premiering September 20th and featuring Greater Boston performers including Tanya Milojevic and Jessica Washington. Find out more at WTFrequency.com.
You're thinking this. What is that noise? That's a truck.
That's a truck.
Oh, that's irony. That's a whole other subject. I could go on at length about irony, but I'm not gonna, because, it's only a mini-webisode, and if I keep talking, then it's going to become like a full-length episode. And that would be awesome. An episode about me? I would watch that.
I would not watch that.
Well, you should, because it would be awesome.